Everybody just
Do you ever wonder where we would have been if we had never met?
Michelle, I don't think most people go about their lives with the intention of finding their life partner. At least I don't think most do. I assume many people are like us who found our love for each other unexpectedly through friendship and found that we wore it well. For me, you've always been a true force of nature. My earliest memories of you from our time at AFS, where where you carried yourself as an incredibly compassionate woman. Later, I've been so fortunate to watch your success in becoming a doctor, and then subsequently, a person who cuts open other people. Professionally, of course, because I believe it's important to make that distinction, especially in public. Since we've been together, you've provided me a life I honestly didn't know I could have. Thank you for our wonderful home and our oddly hairy child. I'm sure it does not surprise anybody here, though, that Michelle got what she wanted. You've always walked through life with unbridled purpose and certainty. I saw this firsthand in the beginning of our relationship. So in the matter of our courtship, you never fail to remind me or others of any hesitation or reservation I may have possessed in the initiation of our romance. So I will say, from my point of view, how could someone who was so certain and so unwavering in her life's ambition be certain I was a sound choice? At the time, as it was pointed out, I played with dirt, hunted mushrooms, and probably needed a haircut. I had my doubts. You saw me as a sensible partner. But love is never sensible. You still chose me. And that quite possibly feels like the most surreal thing. Since then, I found my best friend and ultimate companion, someone who puts duty to her family and others above her own needs, a person who has always pushed me to reach further and be better, someone who through sheer force of will seems to be able to bend the world to her whim. You're truly astonishing. So today, I will be making promises. So I promise to give you many more years of warm tea, fine food, and travel. I promise to be a great caregiver to our current child and any future children, hairy or otherwise. I vow to continue to support you through life's hardships, as there will always be hardships. I promise to walk with you for the remainder of this life and whatever else comes after. I truly admire you, Michelle. It has only been with you that I have felt whole and at peace.
Over these last 6 years, we've discovered different facets of our identities as individuals and as partners. Our partnership started as a friendship, which deepened over time into love and becoming lifelong best friends, with you becoming the best dog dad to Juno. We have learned to answer to each other with empathy, perspective, and honesty, especially through challenging times. Traveling back to when I first met you, I immediately noticed your kind eyes, your patience, and your compassion. You're always there as a listening ear for your friends and family, even when I know that you're emotionally and physically drained. I'm fortunate to experience these qualities every day and will continue to do so for the rest of this lifetime. You've supported me through my aspirations of becoming a surgeon and went braver in the process of doing so, especially while trying to keep our household in livable conditions while completing your master's degree, working hard in biotech, and now starting your PhD. Your never-ending belief in me carries me closer to the finish line, even during times when my belief in myself is abysmal. Thank you for putting up with my extreme procrastination tendencies, my inability to hear lyrics correctly, or remember the plots of movies that we've already watched. I love that you'll sometimes just silently watch a whole movie until I come to the realization that we've watched it before, even if it was just like a few weeks ago. I love that you buy a lot of cooperative board games for us to play due to my competitive tendencies. I also love that you'll reheat my cup of tea without me noticing when my cup of tea gets cold, because I always have to have it reheated at least 5 times. When I look at you, I see a man who is giving, kind, creative, intelligent, and funny, even if I roll my eyes at your jokes most of the time. Rather than giving you promises, because in life there are no absolutes, instead, I will value this lifelong privilege of being your best friend, to which I will face your challenges as though they were my own. I will weather your sadness and grief with you. I will sing your praises in all iterations and celebrate all of your successes. I will share that bite of delicious food most of the time. And I will love you with honesty, patience, and trust. In the words of Carl Sagan, every one of us is, in this cosmic perspective, precious. And in 100 billion galaxies, I will never find another like you.
So Nick and Michelle, may you always need one another, but not out of weakness. May you always want one another, but not out of lack. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it in loving one another. And now, upon the authority vested in me by the province of Alberta, I happily pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. And now, will you please rise and welcome for the first time as a married couple, the newlyweds, Michelle and Nick. And Juno.
All right. And the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's put our hands together for Michelle and Nick!
As we all know now, Michelle and Nick balance each other out so well. And I just love seeing the mutual love, respect, and support that they have each other. And it's kind of what taught me that you need that to have a relationship last. From living with Michelle for 17 years, I know it is no small feat for Nick to have made it this far. I'll be the first to joke about how headstrong Michelle is, but just this once, I will admit to her face that I have always admired her tenacity, and I always look to her as a role model. I'm so lucky to have such an incredibly talented, successful, and caring sister, and I know that Nick feels the same way to have her as a wife. Although Nick is now officially my brother-in-law, honestly, I've been calling him that for years out of convenience. I mean, there were times when Michelle was so busy in med school where we probably saw each other in lab more often than you might have seen Michelle at home. You are the big brother I never knew I wanted or needed. But I am so grateful that Michelle brought you into our family, and I'm so grateful to be a part of your family now.
Fast forward years later, we're at Easter in 2019. Michelle's over with our family, and I can see how well you fit in with our family. I'm watching you and my dad order food when we went out for dim sum, and you're the daughter that he never had. How you fit in with our mom, and just the two of you watching you two talk, you're the daughter that she never had. You're the sister I've never had. So all of a sudden, Nicolas and I are going for a car ride, and we're finally alone. And I look at him and I go, "When are you finally putting a ring on this? Like, when are you gonna make this official?" And he looks at me and he's like, "I actually have something." And he tells me the whole plan. And I went, "You know, the first girl you ever kissed was named Michelle?" And he looks at me and he goes, "And the last girl I'll ever kiss is named Michelle." And right there, that just tells you like, as you can see, our parents, we are cheesy, we are emotional, clearly. And these are the people we are. And when Nicolas told me that, I have never been happier to just know my brother has found someone. He's found the person that complements him. He has not found his other half, he's found another whole. And that is important in life. And I just wanted to say I love you two so much. I wish you all the best. I know you guys are going to keep killing it in life. I couldn't be more proud of the two of you. The fact, Nicolas, that you're getting your PhD and everyone's going to know you're a pretty huge deal. I just couldn't be more proud to call you both my brother and my sister. So if you can all raise a glass, I don't have one, but that doesn't matter. To the lovely couple, to Nicolas and Michelle, I wish you all the best.